Yovheliym, the book of Jubilees, chapter 4, verses 1 through 17. And in the third week, in the second Jubilee, she gave birth to Kenan. And in the fourth, she gave birth to Habalel. And in the fifth, she gave birth to a daughter, Awan. And in the first year of the third Jubilee, Kenan slew Habalel, because Elohim accepted the sacrifice of Habalel and did not accept the offering of Kenan. And he slew him in the field, and his blood cried from the ground to heaven, complaining because he had slain him. And Yahuwah reproved Kenan because of Habael, because he had slain him, and he had made him a fugitive on the earth because of the blood of his brother. And he cursed him upon the earth. And on this account it is written on the heavenly tablets, Cursed is he who smites his neighbor treacherously, and let all who have seen and heard say, So be it. And the man who has seen and has not declared it, let him be accursed as the other. And for this reason we announce when we come before Yahuwah Eloheinu all the sin which we committed in heaven and on earth and in the light and in the darkness and everywhere. And Adam and his woman mourned for Habael 4 weeks of years, and in the fourth year of the fifth week they became joyful. And Adam knew his woman again, and she bore him a son, and they named him Seth. For he said, Yahuwah has raised up a second seed unto us on the earth instead of Habael, for Kenan had slew him. And in the sixth week he begat a daughter named Azurah, and Kenan took Awan his sister to be his woman, and she bore unto him Chanach. And in the close of the fourth Jubilee, and in the first year of the first week of the fifth Jubilee, houses were built on the earth, and Kenan built a city and called it his name after his name of his son Chanach. And Adam knew Chua his woman, and she bore yet 9 sons. And in the fifth week of the fifth Jubilee, Seth took Azurah his sister to be his woman. And in the fourth year of the sixth week she bore him Enosh. And he began to call on the name of Yahuwah on the earth. And in the seventh Jubilee, in the third week, Enosh took Noam his sister to be his woman, and she bore him a son in the third year on the fifth week, and he called his name Kenan. And at the close of the eighth Jubilee, Kenan took Mahuletheth his sister to be his woman, and she bore him a son in the ninth Jubilee, and in the fifth week, and in the third year of this week, and he called his name Mahalalel. In the second week, in the 10th Jubilee, Mahalalel took unto him to be his woman Dinah, and the daughter of Bar Achimiel, the daughter of his father's brother. And she bore him a son in the third week, in the 6th year, and he called the name Yered. For in his days the angels of Yahuwah descended on the earth, those who are named the Watchers, that they should instruct the children of men, and that they should do judgment and uprightness on earth. And in the 11th Jubilee, Yered took to himself a woman, and her name was Barakah, and the daughter of Rashual, a daughter of his father's brother. And in the fourth week of this Jubilee, she bore him a son in the fifth week, and on the fourth year of the Jubilee, he called his name Chanach. And he was the first among men that are born on the earth, who learned writing and knowledge and wisdom, and who wrote down the signs of heaven according to the order of their months in the Sefer, that men might know the seasons of the years according to the order of their separate months. And he was the first to write a testimony, and he testified to the sons of men among the generations on the earth, and recounted the weeks of the Jubilees, and made known to them the days and the years, and set in order the months, and recounted the Sabbaths of all years as we made them known to him. And what was and what will be he saw in a vision of his sleep. as it will happen to the children of men throughout their generations.